Good morning guys. Sorry I am a little bit late. Was just a little bit of a rush again this morning, but hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a nice day yesterday and are ready to start this new month. Welcome everyone. Sorry, I'm just going to be quickly sorting something out. Morning Nick. Oh, Anon, Antonio, Alessandro, Nick, welcome. Sorry about that guys. Just okay, perfect. Just looking at GJ and gold quickly. GJ is in a bit of a mess at the moment. Gold is currently ranging. We have formed some pretty nice trading zones though, so you can see we are going to have some possible clean buys above 1911. We've got clean candles to the left. Doesn't seem to be much of a problem if we break above this resistance. Also, the way gold has been moving recently, it has been moving quite well. So if we look at the sell areas as well, so there are some pretty safe sells below 1901.47. Again, nice range down to about 1898, 1899 around there. So that's what we can be looking for. If we're going to be looking for something a bit earlier on, this range of about, we've got about a 20 pip range here below 1904. So you can see that clean candles down till about 1902. So definitely can capitalize on a possible move around there. It is just going to be a little bit tough. So just be careful of that. Balas, good morning. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I ask you something just to know if it is... Oh, let me check. Sorry, I don't think I did do that. Copy this, send it into the Telegram. Thanks for reminding me, Alessandro. I completely forgot. Like I said, massive rush this morning. Let me check out all the stuff on the Telegram as well. Because I see there's a few charts in here, some trading ideas. Let me check that out. But yeah, thanks Alessandro for reminding me about that. Okay, let's get into what we have here. Nick, I can't bring these up on my screen because obviously you haven't sent me the link. You've just sent me a picture, but that's fine. If you can quickly maybe just send me the link and then I can take a proper look at those charts that you sent me. For the link, you do this. You go to this and you go copy link to chart image, and then you can send your chart through. Let's see. Okay, now we have Alessandro. We got your chart. This is your. Okay, let's see. You have the same idea for me when it comes to the possible early sells below this level, which I just marked out. Also got the clean range to the left. So yeah, you're gonna need a lot of volume for that. Perfect. Even this is where your much safer sells are going to be below 1901. That's for sure. And then when it comes to the buys above 1910, 1911, that's going to be perfect as well. So I really do like this chart. Obviously, we just need to be wary of times of volume and market structure as well. So yeah, really nice chart. Let's check out, you sent your GJ chart as well. Possible buy above 154.670. It is risky because if you look at price action on the left, it's just absolutely terrible. We got rejections, resistances. Izzy, welcome. All over the place. So I definitely, buys on GJ is going to be very tough today. I can already tell it's not going to, I think I'm definitely going to be trading gold over GJ for sure. But yeah, the safe sells which you have marked out are certainly valid below 154.1888. I have it also below 241, so just below, just a little bit safer. So you could mark it like that, and then say if you get a candle close below that level, that'll be your lowest closing candle, and therefore you're not respecting the support. But just to be safe, 154.257, and then anything below here we have some pretty clear range to trade into. So that would be where I'd be looking for potential sells. I had a resistance level marked out here, but you can see the way price moved was just terrible. shocking conditions on GJ at the moment. Don't try to get involved in that. Then we have, what else do we have here? Good morning, just me. Good morning, Stanley as well. Welcome, guys. We have, so those are Alessandro's 2 charts. Rock, you've sent a chart in here as well. Potential buys above 90.10, perfect. Potential sells below 1904, perfect, just a little bit risky. And then more sells below 1901, also perfect. And then more sells below 1897. So those are perfect areas. Nice technical analysis. And then you got your structural buys as well, which you have a 2v2. Let me just check. I think that is correct because we have our weekly as bullish, our daily as bullish, our 4 hour is currently bearish, and our 1 hour is also bearish. So yeah, 2v2, perfect. Good structure, good chart, zone marking, perfect chart. Now, or literally once you have a perfect chart and perfect technical analysis on a pair, all you have to do is wait. Then it becomes a waiting game. You need to wait to see those candle setups and the candle formations which you want to see. You know exactly where you want to trade. You know the only zones you're going to be looking for a trade. So in situations like this, you just need to sit and watch. This is the boring part of trading. When you have, you know exactly where you want to see a trade happen and price isn't in those areas. So that's just sitting and watching. Pound yen. Yeah, I like how you haven't marked out this area because this is just shocking price action. There's no point in even... really, I definitely won't be looking for buys in this area. It's not gonna help. Nick, can you send it in the Telegram, please? For some reason, links don't work in YouTube chats. I think YouTube blocked them. But yeah, perfect sells below 154.290. That's also where I'm gonna be looking for them. And then, cause need to quickly download Telegram on laptop. Okay, no problem. Just do that and then send it through. And otherwise, if your chart is similar to all the charts that I'm looking at the moment, then, you know, you don't have to worry even about sending it through, but I would like to take a look at it. But yeah, Rock, this is also perfect. Your market structure, you have 2v2, your 30 minutes is bullish. I think the 30 minutes are actually bearish. Let's see. GJ 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure we talked about this yesterday, actually. Low. Then this was the new high, point which created the high. Candle closed, didn't exceed that point, didn't exceed this point. So we're still bearish in 30-minute market structure. I do understand why this, especially if you're new to marking out market structure and that sort of stuff, or identifying market structure, why that could be a little bit tough. But we are currently bearish in market structure on the 30 minutes as well. So it's going to be a 3v1 bearish. Sorry guys, apparently my mic was doing that weird sound that it normally makes. That should be better, I hope. But yeah. So what I'm looking for at the moment is obviously mainly sells on GJ. I think if we get a break below this 4-hour candle low, so the previous 4-hour candle low, we have respected the previous 4-hour candle high. I think sells below this point might work out quite nicely. And then that's going to obviously be breaking into our clean candles. So I just want to see based on the, sorry, just opening my magic keys here. I just want to see based on the lower time frames if we're going to, because with London Open coming in now, we might get an impulse entry. It looks like we are rejecting. You can see we're trying to move up, but we keep rejecting it. So that's telling us that we could be coming down. Got this clean range to trade into. What is Magic Keys? This is Magic Keys. It's a risk management tool. You can basically do everything on this. You can, in one click, you can close half of your position, close a custom percentage of your position which you have set out. You can close your full position, stop loss at entry. It's just, yeah, basically the ultimate risk management tool, I would say. Instead of you having to do everything manually on MetaTrader or on whatever trading platform you use, you can do it all with the click of one single button. Whatever task you need to do, you can trail stop losses with this function button. You can set partial stop losses. Basically allows you to manage your trade without even being present. So yeah, huge benefits. I would honestly recommend, it doesn't have to be Magic Keys, but I'd recommend someone gets a risk management. Everyone gets a risk management tool. There's one called Pips as well, which is also pretty useful. Okay, we have London open. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking possible sells below that 4-hour level. But, you know, price is going to have to move quite far just to get down there. So that's not going to... It's not going to help us much. It's going to be quite risky. So by the time price gets down here, we would have moved 17 pips already. I'm just thinking about the 4-hour time frame, to be honest, guys. That is what I'm looking at right now. Break of this 4-hour low to fill this 4-hour range. Gold's coming up a little bit. Worried about what our stop loss level here is going to be. Probably base it on the 30-minute. No fundamentals really coming in. I think we can get down to, if we do break below, to maybe 154.026. If we come down. Alana, I see you have sent a couple of charts here. Let me check those out for you. Just keeping an eye on GJ as well. Buys, this is your gold levels. There are actually some earlier gold buys. I do see these 1981s, but there's some earlier gold buys if we look at gold above 1911. So 1918 is going to be a little bit higher up. Obviously there is, sorry, just keeping an eye on GJ. Just going to put on my other monitor here. Sell level is correct again. There are much earlier sells as well, which you can possibly look at. What's up, Patrex? Thank you very much. I'm not a signals provider, Anon. If you haven't been listening, I'm not going to tell you where my entry is going to be or anything like that. What I will tell you for my criteria for an impulse is it needs to be with the trend and it needs to be a high volume time. Those are my only two criteria at this point in time for an impulse entry. With the trend, and needs to be a lot of volume in the market. Oh, Patrex. Could be coming up to maybe 1911. Alana, I'm gonna check out those charts for you properly. I don't know if you are in the chat, but I'm gonna check them out for you properly just now. Just waiting to see what GJ is currently trying to tell us? What could be safe is, even if we do get a strong push now, waiting for this candle close below 154.257, obviously then we are running the risk of price just coming down. So yeah, let's see. I'll check out your other charts as well. And Lana, let me just put in, what is this one? Sorry, just keeping a very close eye on GJ. Nick, I'll also take a look at your chart just now. Just looking at GJ. Just thinking, because this is going to be a massive stop loss. $13 is not huge, but you can see there's also no top wick. No top wick. We do have volume by the looks of it, but yeah. Impulse buy on gold. Anon, I think you should buy and sell gold. Full margin. Full margin. That sounds really good to me. Please come get me out of this office. Come on, one of these two needs to make a proper move. Could be coming up to form that top wick now. And in that case, we're just rejecting this support level, because we are currently sitting on a level of support. I'll let you know if I'm looking for a personal assistant for Forex. You'll be the first person I call. I say we wait on the 15-minute on GJ and take sells on the break of the lows when it makes a top wick. Let's see, sorry, on GJ. Let's see. Well, at this point, yeah, that's not gonna. Looks like we are rejecting the support level. So it doesn't look like we're coming down very much anymore. But yeah, let's wait for candle closes. You are right in saying that. Maybe not 15-minute candle close, but let's see what this 30-minute candle close does. And then we can take it from there. Otherwise, yeah, Alana, so I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you're actually on the YouTube. I see you sent these on the Telegram. But you can see on, this is your pound yen chart. We're looking for some possible sells below this level, which I had marked out over here, 154.257. And then more so on your gold chart, what I'd be looking for is within this current range that you have marked out as a no trade range, there's actually a lot of, because of how big the ranges are, there's a lot of areas where we can look at some possible trades. So you'll see here on gold, I have marked out 1911 because we have a huge trading range up 50 pips until 1915. And then the same, if we're going to be looking for some sells based on the 30-minute time frame, we have some clean candles. These are your early clean candles down to 1902, also a little bit more risky. But when it comes to those further continuation sells, if we do start moving down, we have also a massive 30 pip range down to 1898. Fundamentally, not a huge amount happening this morning. Only a bit later on do we have some manufacturing PMI, and that is going to be at 5 p.m. South African time. So obviously, if you just need to work it out, what I would say is that is 2 hours after New York Open. So that's another easy way to work it out for whatever time zone you're in. But yeah, Alana, nice marking out of support and resistance. I like how you are marking out pretty safe, but like I said, when you mark out extremely safely, you can miss some trading opportunities. But again, rather miss trading opportunities than lose trades. So yeah, just look at possibly some earlier entries. You can see you had ignored this whole range, so rather look for maybe some buys, you know, a bit earlier. Let's see our 1 hour. I'm trying to move up. We are trying to message in Telegram. How come you sometimes mark the zone halfway up the wick, and today for instance at gold 911 you mark the top? Just depends if I'm marking aggressively or conservatively, or passively should I say. Like sometimes you can mark it like that, and then all you need or want to see is a candle close. Just for today on stream I like to mark it safely, because then people don't get the wrong idea. Like I said, for people who are obviously starting out and are new to trading, I would much rather take a passive approach than an aggressive approach. So what I want to do is, for anyone who's new to trading, who's looking or watching the channel, or like trying to get some education out of this channel, is probably take the more passive approach when it comes to, if you want to see a candle close above the resistance, you don't just want to see it close within the wick. So then you would mark all the way at the top or all the way at the bottom. But yeah, definitely not a dumb question. It does, you know, just preference. So yeah, just marking a little bit safer. Normally when I'm just trading by myself, I'll do this. And then this. See supports. Gold's coming up, and we got Anon eyeing out some gold buys. Well, Anon, you let us know as soon as you enter those buys, and not after the move's done, please. Just me atting me. I'm here. Welcome. What lot size do you start making big money? This depends what you think big money is, but I would say you can make, I mean, if you know what you're doing, once you start using 1 and 2 lots, you can definitely start making good money. Don't know if you would say that's big money, but you can start making good money. I mean, 20 grand a week, maybe, if you know what you're doing. Entering soon. So we're gonna be Anon. We're gonna put your skills to the test here, because remember you're one of one of us now. And remember, if we're trading the way that we trade here, our technical stop loss level is below this 30-minute candle, right? So we're gonna have a nice healthy 40 pip stop loss. So just take that into consideration when you are taking this impulse entry, and when you are choosing your lot size. Good idea to put my full salary into one trade? Definitely not. Go for it actually, Botrix, why not? As a newbie, I'd be very lost if you drew your support and resistance midwick. Yeah, that's why for people just starting out, I think it's much safer to draw it at the top. Otherwise people say, you know, why is it only just above the body, or why is it all the way at the top, whereas, you know, if you just place it at the top, it's much better. Maybe I'll leave that buy for now. Don't let me put you off the buy. You take that buy if you want to take the buy. Full salary to one trade, been there. I can always count on Anon to have been in those sorts of situations. We are coming up a bit on gold. Just make sure you're staying at a friend or parent. Oh my days. make sure you got a roof over your head before you go full margin on the trade. And you have at least, I would say, 5 months paid off on that rent. Okay, so Anon, you should be in by now. Price moving decently. Let's see. There we go. Anon, you're in. I'm in. Okay, wonderful. Just remember, you need to manage your trade at this point. It's a nice 50-minute candle close, actually. If this 15-minute candle taps down a little bit and then breaks out of this 15-minute candle, yeah, I think you're good to go. Then it's looking like a pretty nice entry. Draw down already. Ish. If I lose all my money, you pay me. I already pay you too much for all your GFX work, Patrick. So I always give you an extra tip as well. Here goes gold. Buy stops and break at the top. It's not really a proper retest, to be honest with you. So just need to be a bit cautious about that one. Let me quickly trade and then go buy my E-class. It's coming down a little bit. He's not a signal provider, so if you follow him, you're on your own. Exactly, not a signal provider. I want people asking me, should I buy stops here? Should I should I take an entry here? Trading is an individual sport, guys. Unless you're getting scammed by signal providers, then you're in it as a team. Trading isn't that easy? Of course it's not easy. If you overcomplicate it. If you keep it simple, it is actually quite easy. Interesting situation. Do you give loans to your members? I think Anon deserves a timeout after such a question. What are we thinking, chat? I can't believe what I've just read. Do I give loans to my members? What are you gonna do for 500 subs? Maybe give away magic keys. Maybe I'll do a magic keys giveaway, yeah. Digital magic keys giveaway. Some haters here today. Yeah, it's chilled. how do I know if I can be a good trader? You don't until you've tried it, but approach it with a different mindset to 90% of other people, thinking you can get rich quick off of this. Approach it with discipline, consistency, and understanding that it's a long, more of a long game than a short game. You need to look long term and add consistency. Who's the best trader in the world? Anton Creel. Don't know who Anton Creel is, to be honest with you, so yeah, can't answer that one for you. Can you dye your hair as well? Don't know if I'll be dyeing my hair for 500 subs, maybe at 1,000. Probably not though. I got a loan, then what about the other people? No, you didn't get a loan, Forex. Let's not start those sort of stories, because then I am actually going to be getting asked for loans and shit like that. So rich in 5 to 10 years? Well, if you're asking me that question, then I think that trading isn't for you, because your reason to get into trading mustn't be to just get rich. You need to actually enjoy it, otherwise it's never going to work for you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no one take Forex seriously. Please. In my view, Richard Dennis and William Eckhard are the best. Also, they have none of the tools we have today. They traded from prices in newspapers. Yeah, I mean the original, the traders from back in the day are definitely very skillful traders, who deserve a lot of respect, a lot of credit. White hair, you had white hair. Yeah, I've had white hair once. Bleached my hair actually twice before. Pretty lengthy process and actually not, yeah, it's quite painful. So probably wouldn't do that again. You just make me laugh. You always make me laugh, Forex. I don't know. You get different, of course you get different types of traders. So it's very hard to say that there's one best trader. But I think there's traders you can learn the most from and look at in that term. Markets completely different back then. Yeah, markets have changed a lot in recent times. Also, remember, accessibility to trading is a lot easier than it used to be back in the day. Like you just said there, trading used to have to be done when you trade newspapers. You actually had to phone your broker. You had to pick up your phone and phone the broker and say, can you put this, this, and that into this? And then they would do that for you, as opposed to now when we have this access that we do. I mean, what we have now is insane. I color my hair every 2 months. What's wrong with you, Forex? GJ might, if we get this candle close on GJ, I think we are going to be looking good for some sells. Again, we're coming in to break this 4-hour candle low, so that's going to obviously add a lot of probability as well. So definitely going to wait for the candle close on GJ. We have candle close in 5 minutes, so let's see what we can get. The candle did close below that support slightly. So waiting to see what gold does. Could get a nice 30-minute candle close above this level. It's also going to come in very handy. Yeah, I'm hoping at some point we do get a nice push on gold today. Let's look at our higher time frames. Daily created a bottom wick, could be pushing up to fill this daily wick. That'll be nice. Our weekly candle still has no bottom wick, but you can see we've had that before. Monthly candle also has tiny bottom wick. So yeah, I think based on the daily time frame, if we're looking more long term, we've created our bottom wick. Now we've flipped bullish and are in the process of trying to push up, maybe fill this daily wick. That'll be good. Just need to see, obviously, based on the lower time frames, whereabouts. Could be a gold buy, GJ sell for both. Big money for us. There's no us in trading anon. I've told you this multiple times. It's me and you and the rest of us. But yes, we could be seeing some gold buys, I'm hoping for. Gold buys would be amazing. If I get to a 2 lot, can I become a full-time trader? Not if you aren't disciplined. It doesn't matter, you could use 100 lot and still not be a full-time trader, because obviously then if you're not disciplined, you're just going to be losing more. Upping your lot size, like I said guys, does not just magically, you don't wave a magic wand and all of a sudden you are this amazing trader making hundreds of thousands and millions. Anyone loves teamwork. Yeah, you should be a team trader. Maybe go a copy trade or something like that, Anon. Wait, I didn't look at Nick's chart. Nick, you have given me here a gold chart, and this is potential buyers above 90. So this is the area we're in at the moment. But if you drop down to the 30-minute time frame, you can see there is obviously this massive rejection wick, but there is still clean candles left. So waiting for a candle close, and then potential risky sells below 1904, correct, and further sells below 1902. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Median King's Capital. Actually not a bad candle close on GJ, to be honest. On again with the team. Yeah, trading isn't a we or us sort of thing, guys. That's why I don't like signals, that's why I don't like copy trading, that's why I don't like any of that stuff. Okay, let's see what we get on gold, because obviously we did get a really nice candle close on gold. We closed above that resistance, obviously indicating that there's a chance which we're going to continue and possibly fall this range into this 1915 area. Now we just need to see a break of this 30-minute candle high. I also think that a proper retest of 1910 would be great, because at the moment, yeah, it's not the greatest retest. Clean 5-minute candles as well. Start of the new month, I'm gonna see how this one goes. I'll be posting a monthly recap picture of my month last month. Stopped trading about 3 days before the end of the month. So I didn't actually trade the last 3 days of last month. But the rest of the month was, you know, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Couldn't have asked for much more. Need a bottom wick to 1910 at least. That is great thinking, Izzy, because that will give us a retest of this resistance. And then there's a good chance. I think even if we come to this 1911.02, obviously on some liquidity providers, that might be a slight bit different, but then at least we are retesting this area. So that's what we need to see. A retest of this point. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, when you're taking that, it's going to be a stop loss of about 12 pips. The indication or another confluence we want to see, guys, is obviously the break of this candle high. So let's see what gold can do. And GJ, if we get the break of this low, also going to be the break of the previous 4-hour candle. It's looking pretty good too, if we can come down. Does Ron and them still trade? Ronan still trades, but Dix, Azim's also still trades, but Dix and who else was there? Clubs and them, they don't really trade, I don't think. But yeah, Ronan's still trying. Yeah, well, he's trying to balance it with a lot of other things. And when trading isn't your main focus, it can be quite tough. Could be coming down for that retest. Who's trading the Russian ruble? I'm pretty sure that they actually stopped trading in Russia for now. I don't know if you can even trade the ruble anymore. I know that 2 days ago or yesterday you couldn't, or may have been on Friday, because they actually stopped all trading in Russia. So today I'm just watching the stream, don't care about work. There we go, that's the support I need. Need to form some support. Botrix, Anon wants to know what job you have. Actually, Botrix is one of the better graphic designers I've seen in a while, I have to say. We're coming up a little bit here. We are coming up a little bit. Keep on pushing. Would be nice. Would you work for a hedge fund? No, I don't want to work for, well, I haven't ever wanted to work for anyone. So maybe start my own hedge fund. But I know people who work for hedge funds make good money, especially hedge fund managers, my word. Those guys make serious money. Serious money. Come on, gold. Push. That's more like it. Full that range. Next door to Christ, he lives in another, what's it, another, I almost said another country, he lives in another city. It's both South African. Gold is frustrating, but sometimes you just gotta ride with it. It provides the goods a lot of the time. Just needs to keep on pushing. It's got a lot of range to fill here. You're in England. Actually didn't know that, Patrick's. Going to Russia. Oh my days. That'll be an interesting holiday. Sounds like fun. Can we just get a bit of a push? You in this? I am in this. Trying to hold it though for longer than 10 pips. Which is annoying me a little bit because we're coming down a bit. So it could just be retesting on the 5 minute. We're just gonna have to wait and see. GJ is flipping. I think there's a good chance GJ comes down after that sort of a retest. I think. I'm pretty certain. Lower time frames, higher time frames, they're all making sense to me right now. So 1 hour just has pushed quite a lot. In gold at the moment, but just holding on. Push. Have secured some, by the way. And my stop loss is now at break even. See how much I can get out of this runner. Also still quite interested in GJ. Working for a company that is paying all my courses and my studying. That sounds insane. Sounds like a pretty good deal you got going on there. Wait, so you're actually in the UK, Bodrix? Or were you joking about that? If you are, that's sick. Oh, he's joking. So what are you doing? I know you still obviously do GFX, but are you studying? How long is your course? I don't know if you're talking to me, Anon, or to Botrix, but if you're asking about my course, it's as long as, or as quickly as you can get through the content, or as long as it takes you to get through the content. And the mentorship is, you know, forever. So it's not like you just get slammed with a bunch of content and it's like, sort this out yourself, you know, do this yourself. GJ sell, break of the low. I'm very tempted, to be honest with you. This is an amazing retest. You can see close below this top wick, rejecting this area. It's also going to be a break of the 4-hour low. So whether you take it or not is going to be completely up to you. I've already taken a gold trade today. Took a nice gold buy and that worked out perfectly. So I'm, you know, not too sure if I'm going to be taking this GJ sell, but definitely makes a lot of sense to me. I think gold should come up, I'm hoping, to 1915. Get the most out of this runner. How many videos? Not a huge amount. It's long videos though, and it's more about what's in the videos. Very easy to understand content. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand it. And I mean, I had one guy who signed up for the course, and he had never seen a chart in his life, or had never really marked out a chart in his life, and in 2 weeks could mark out a chart better than I've seen traders who've been trading for over a year. So the content is very, very understandable because it's so simple. This approach to trading. You don't have to draw 5,000 different shapes on your screen or lines and all that, like diagonal lines. It's just support and resistance lines. And understanding price action, how price moves, clean candles. Here's a trading zone. Here's a trading zone. This isn't really a trading zone. The red wick on GJ be a problem. It could be a problem if we don't have enough volume, which you can see at the moment we are struggling to kind of maintain that push. But what I do like is obviously that retest. This wick could be a problem, but I would say that if we can break this low and then clear, let's say this area, then there's a chance that we can maybe come down to maybe 154. 100, 154.02, I would say. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this candle closes. We also formed a weak support on the 15 and broke it. It's like GJ is just very choppy at the moment, guys. So if you are planning, like the gold move was your much safer option. It was a much better move. You can see very clean candles. Gold produced this very strong bullish candle indicating lots of buyers in the market, and then the very next candle went down. Of course, we didn't get a proper retest of 1911 or 1910, whichever one you wanted, but we still did get a bottom wick providing us with the stop loss level, and then we also had an area to manage risk, whereas if this candle had flipped bearish, and then obviously we had the clean candles to the left. So yeah, very, very simple, straightforward stuff. I'm bored. Trading is not, like I said, trading is not full-time action sort of job. You need to have a shitload of patience to do this. If you don't have patience, don't even try. You see if GJ does something towards the last bit of this candle. Could do. Yeah, probably don't try if you don't have the patience, Patrix. I'm just thinking to take GJ or not to take GJ. What I might do is wait for the 1 hour candle close. I think that's a good idea, guys. If you are looking at GJ for possible sells, maybe if you want to play it safe, wait for the 1 hour candle close. If you want to obviously be a bit more aggressive, you can wait for the break of the 30-minute candle low, or maybe the previous 4 hour candle low again. Make sure you see it break by a decent amount, so maybe a pip, 1.2 pips, just to make sure you don't get faked out, which often happens. And then otherwise, you guys know my bias on GJ is 3v1 bearish, so obviously I'm looking for more for sell, so this does play into that. Hopefully we can continue coming down, and my bias on gold, well, was pretty mixed. It was 2v2 so I would say that buys or sells can both play out. What you need to do is obviously just look for your trading zones, and we marked them out pretty nicely this morning. Managed to get some gold buys. I'm glad to see that some of you guys in the chat did as well, so well done for anyone who did that. Look, the 15-minute on GJ, so many rejections. That's why, yeah, GJ is obviously worrying me at this current price area, so please do be careful if you are trading GJ. It's not going to be a clean move, I don't think, unless we just get a massive surge of volume. Otherwise, yeah, I hope everyone did manage to get something out of the stream today, even if it was just a little bit of education. Otherwise, I hope some people managed to get this gold buy. And yeah, I will be live again tomorrow. I do have an appointment this afternoon, so very 50-50. I might be able to do 4:30, the 4:30 candle, so an hour and a half after NY open. Might be able to do a quick Discord call, see if we can catch any moves on that. But otherwise, I appreciate all the support, guys. Please remember to leave a like before you head off, and yeah, appreciate everything, and I'll see you guys all the exact same time tomorrow. Yeah, trade safely for the rest of the day, guys. Thank you, Nick, Tony, thank you everyone in the stream for all the support. I do appreciate it a lot. Cheers.